MWAVE Midwest AV Experience Day 2 of our TV showcase. Tcl Qm8 versus the Hisense U7K versus the Sony A95K Master Series Quantum.OLED versus the LG G3 MLA RGB OLED.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe.
Hey, what's up guys? I'm Brian. This is Tech Therapy. Thank you so much for joining me. MWAVE, the Midwest AV Experience, was incredible. This is day 2 of our TV showcase that Stop the FOMO and I did for 3 days. It was incredible. Special thank you to Michael Stevens. You know him as Youthman, and Ryan Sharpens here of Ascend AV. What an incredible experience, incredible event these guys put on. Projectors, speakers, anything home theater, they had it there for you to try and have these experience rooms, which were absolutely phenomenal. I wanted to come on just to simply say thank you to them. Thank you to AV Pro and Jason Dustle for all the splitters and the equipment, for all the calibration. Thank you, Jason. What an incredible event. I'm coming on also to say thank you to all of those that I met at the event. Creators and anyone that came in and said hello or helped us get the TVs unpacked or unboxed and had them all set up. What an amazing experience, and I can only encourage you to join us next year. Love you guys. I hope you enjoy the comparison. All right, guys, let's do it. All 4 TVs are calibrated and are in their most accurate preset. Quick shout out to the one and only Jennifer Gala and her second channel, HDR Super Channel. You will see a lot of her work throughout this video. Check the description below, and please like, subscribe, and share all of her amazing work. Again, we are in the most accurate cinema presets throughout this entire video. We shall begin with Bright Room Performance. Qm8 top left, U7K bottom left, both mini LEDs. Top right, Sony A95K Master Series QD-OLED. Bottom right, LG G3 WRGB MLA OLED. They are all calibrated to look as accurate as possible. First day they were calibrated, they drifted a bit, they were recalibrated by Jason. We are looking at accuracy, both bright room and dark room, within this video. We will not wander into standard, vivid, or any other preset. There are times, as many of you noticed in the previous video, using the Spears and Munsell calibration disc, that the QD-OLED had a pinkish tone. That is how it shows up on camera, not by itself, but when there are 2 or more TVs at the same time. If the LG was not MLA, it would look light blue, and the QD-OLED would look light pink. All I ask is that you look at the ones or the images that are more closely matched to see how they really compare. Now, the A95K, is amazing as it is, the whites will never be quite white, even in person, also compared to the others. The other 2 are mini LEDs, so they have that true white, so does the MLA G3. A95K Master Series is a full year old. Not this TV, but it came out a year ago. Still incredible, still next level processing, very detailed, very clear. Not always easy to see when you're filming 4 TVs. LG G3 was the star of the show. Most people prefer it, even though we had a 83-inch G2 to the right. Tcl Qm8 was the crowd favorite. Why I say that is most people that walked in liked the G3 and the Qm8. I give the Qm8 the edge simply because once people found out the value, they could not stop looking at it. U7K, also very good, very accurate. Now, the U7K in this video doesn't perform as well as the one that I have home for review. All TVs were provided by Ascend AV, Ryan, other than Hisense, which donated 2 TVs, the U7K you see here and a U8K that got lost when, not lost I shouldn't say, it was delayed. Now, fortunately for me and the channel, the U8K is being brought to my house. It will arrive Monday. So you'll see the U8K and the U7K go against the X90L. U7K is the cheaper of the group. We much rather have had the U8K here and the U7K. We also had an S90C from Samsung that we hoped would steal the show because it is so impressive. It did die after calibration. Otherwise, it looked amazing. What I want to illustrate to many of you is how amazing the A95K and the QD-OLED are. I should say the A95K and G3 are. But considering where Hisense and TCL are right now, how quickly they are catching up. Remember, these are two mini LEDs. The Qm8 is their flagship. The U7K is the step down from the U8K. We're not counting the UX here, we're counting the 4K flagships that are available at the moment. So Qm8, U7K, the U8K is the flagship. They do look very close. In person, in many shots, they looked very close. As I mentioned, people were really choosing the Qm8 and the G3 in bright room and dark room. In the bright room, the reflections and the image would wash out in certain TVs and not others. But it was amazing to hear everyone that walked in, their thoughts. They're mostly projector fans, and it was incredible to hear their analysis. Also incredible to hear some of the vendors from the other rooms give their analysis as they were looking at the picture quality. This was a very fun event. I would love to have you guys hang out with us, and I can't show it here, but you were able to grab the remotes, check out the build quality, and we showed every movie you could think of, animation, sports. Obviously, due to copyright, I cannot show you that. Our stream was shut down on FOMO's channel because we showed copywritten material too long. It is a risk I am not willing to take, so please respect that. What do you think of this comparison? The A95K looks much better here. There is less pink tones. Spears and Munsell calibration disc is incredible, but it can be very harsh on the cameras at times, whether it's frame rate or resolution. What do you prefer? G3, A95K, take cost out of it. My prediction for the end of the year for Sony is the A95L will come out swinging. I believe Sony has to. I think it will be incredible. The Sony A95L will be the last TV of the year. We also have Sharp's release next week. You'll see that at our friends at Value Electronics. I have the X90L beside me, the U7K here. Lots of content that we are going to shoot for you. But this event was awesome. If you met me at the event, please say hello in the comments. Let me know what your name is. There's a lot of different names flying around, but I appreciated everybody there, which is why I wanted to give you the intro and truly say thank you for such an incredible event. Community was incredible. You see in that shot there, the mini LEDs have a paler look to them, perhaps more HDR impact on larger highlights, where in star fields, things of that nature, the OLEDs will beat it every time. It has been one of the best TV years I have ever seen. With TCL and Hisense kind of rising up, there are more options, Sharp jumping back in the game. You can see here in the star field, you tell me who has the most stars. Again, I am farther back. Qm8 crushes them quite a bit. Hisense leaves them all there. More blooming on the Hisense due to the less zone count. And again, the local dimming on the Hisense I have is far better than you see in this shot. And the blooming on the bottom left isn't as bad as in person here. But they are all very close in terms of if you were to walk in and just glance. The fine details, the OLEDs definitely pull away. We had over 300 people in and out of these rooms coming back, revisiting, and their thoughts were different every time. We were typically in a dark room, so it was almost like a blind competition. This is not considered a contest simply because it is a showcase, simply because the Hisense was donated by Hisense. Ascend AV paid and purchased for all the other TVs, so definitely check them out in the description if you need anything audio, visual, TVs, projectors, anything you need. But Hisense donated the U7K, which was also in a giveaway, and they also donated the U8K, which didn't make it as it got stuck in traffic and was delayed a day, which is now going to be here at my place on Monday. So that's a great addition. Thank you to Hisense for that. But because of that donation, there is no winner. But we really, really appreciate it. Now, in the description, there are no affiliate links. All there is in that description is love, respect, and thanks to everybody that did everything. No affiliate links. There's no kickbacks. It's all just love. So thank you to everybody down there. Please support everybody in the description. And in the comments, tell me what you see here. Filming 4 TVs at once is very difficult on the sensors of any camera. I do not believe in shooting them separately, taking them apart and stitching them back together and color grading them differently. That still alters the image. That still is not something I agree with. This is for the most part what you would see walking in the room, other than the small tint that you see on the A95K here and there. Now, in this shot from Jennifer's content, the blacks look raised. That's how the content is shot. But look at the star fields, look at the image. Even with like raised blacks from the way it was filmed, that's on purpose. That was the look. The OLEDs were clearly deeper. Now, looking at the OLEDs compared to the mini LEDs, it's incredible how bright they are. G3 being the brightest in terms of specular highlights. A95K is right there. I fully believe that Sony's processing is on another level. The Tcl Qm8 edge enhancement, according to Jason, could not be disabled. So there was some of that enhancement. You could see some dithering and some artifact. You can see here that the A95K easily wins this shot. Best blacks and more detail. I filmed the A95K many times, the S95B many times, S90C, S95C. They all show that tint when filmed with other TVs. But as you can tell, not in all shots. It was very cool to be here with this many TVs. We should have had the S90C, which died after calibration, and the U8K. So we would have had 6 total. We also had an 83-inch G2 and a 98-inch QN90A mini LED. Now, quickly on calibration. I respect calibration. I love calibration. I think it's a fantastic addition, and I get it. However, some of these TVs would clearly benefit from live color or some of the processing that we have taken away for accuracy. Especially the QN90A did not look good, not because the calibration wasn't good or on point, because that TV definitely needs a little bit of love from its processing. What I loved about the QM8 is the QM8 looks so much like a Samsung, but even after calibration in a more custom preset. Now, it's not about the calibration, it's about the accuracy of the preset as well. Sometimes they need that extra love to pop. Sometimes those store modes, not vivid, but like a standard or something with some more pop, is something people like when they walk in the store. I personally do not like the cinema modes on many of these TVs. I'm not a huge filmmaker fan. And Jennifer's content is amazing. What are your thoughts? Again, if you were at the event, please say hello. FOMO and I didn't film much. We streamed. I got some content at the end, but we were not there to witness the event. We were there to partake in the event, and would love to have you guys there next year, simply because I'd love to meet you guys. And again, special thank you to the guys that put the TVs on the racks for us and leveled them out and got all that done and unboxed. Amazing group of people. Really, really warm, welcoming. Very rare in the AV space. That's why I keep harping on about it. Especially after all we've been through and all the isolation, everybody there was awesome. What is your prediction? We have the Value Electronics shootout happening in September. What is your prediction for the winner of the best TV of the year? We are all waiting with bated breath for the A95L and the Sharp 2 release, but it has been one of the best TV years ever. Remember, when you're looking at this image, you're looking for accuracy. That's what we're showing you here, accuracy. That's why we're staying in this preset. Does it help some TVs? Does it hurt others? Are the panels perfect? I have alluded to the U7K here, not performing anywhere near as well as the one I have at home, which is brand new and not cherry-picked. All the TVs here, again, brand new. What are your thoughts? What do you see? Please keep the comments as civil as possible. This scene here is very fascinating because with Samsung's LEDs, at least in the past, right here where the champagne pops, they would dim to hide the blooming. None of the LEDs did that. Obviously, the OLEDs didn't do it. We're back in a bright room so you can see some of the reflections. All right, guys, I'm Brian. This is Tech Therapy. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider liking and subscribe. Love you guys. I will see you in the comments. Take care.
There can be only one.